Irene Junkies. It's Half-Ass Model Garage. So, what I have here is a semi-final of my Acme build that's taken me 2.5 years to complete. Um, there have been some setbacks. That's why it never got finished, but I wanted to make sure that it was finished for this year's. I will be there at Acme this year, and I am hoping to meet a lot of your YouTubers, especially ones that aren't as close as some of the others that I have met through Panscom, Monopalooza, and Sutherland's. And I'm hoping to get to Jacksonville this year. I have it on my calendar, so hopefully I don't miss that one again. But anyways, enough about the jibber jabber there. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'll show you the semi-finished version of what I had in my mind. It is definitely not perfect. It's not even show worthy. I might revisit this with another kit. I do have a couple of them because of what happened to this one, and I will show the problem that happened, and I'll also tell some of the hiccups that kind of happened. But it's a good display model as far as being on my shelf, and whether I do this one again or definitely will be doing another one with hopefully as much detail as I've put into this one, maybe even more. We'll see. So anyways, let's turn you guys around real quick and stop talking about garbage and talk about the finished product. Alright, so what we have here, guys, is a 1971 Plymouth GTX, and this is done in the MCW's paint and clear. This color was Guardsman Blue. Okay, 6436E. I picked that up at a show. I really liked it. This car has not been waxed or buffed or anything. This is just basically finished. I got a few more touch-ups to do as far as some chrome from touching it. That is the Fusion chrome that everybody's been talking about. I do like it. It's way better than Green Stuff World. So I will be switching to that permanently. So I did 3D print a Hellcat motor. This is by, I call it Metabus. Some people say Motobus. It was on 3D Cults. Really, really good motor. If you guys do 3D printing and you want a decent motor, this has not only detail but a lot of parts. It's not, I mean, he really breaks his stuff down. So try to get in here as close as I can. I did wire it. They're very short, because the coil packs and stuff are on top of the valve covers. I did do a rubber radiator hose with solder wire in it to keep its bend. Let's see, and I did I made a hood brace that's actually functional for the car to keep the hood up. I might take it off of the show so that the stuff can be seen better inside. I don't know if I'll zoom in a little and see if we can keep the focus. There we go. So I use seatbelt material for the belt drive, and that's only because no matter what I try to do, like trimming a rubber band and stuff, it just wasn't happening. And like I said, I really wanted this for the show so that I could, show what I've been working on for one of my models. As you can see, I wired it. I did also wire the alternator. I did also plumb the fuel rail in the back with a return and the supply line. I was going to put nitrous up front. I didn't do it. There is a nitrous bottle in the back, which I'll get to there. I still have a little bit of little things to do. Like I forgot to do the radiator cap and the overfill bottle. But I just want to get it to the show. I'll kind of probably finish some of the other stuff. Like I said, this is not a show winner. I really did want to run brake lines. Didn't get to that. Um, so basically, that's everything under the hood. Um, like I said, and then in the clear coat, I did use a Formica powder. It's kind of a teal color because I did kind of want this to be a little speckly, just to bring the paint with a little more pop. I also haven't done the directionals on the side. Might be done for the show, not sure. These are aftermarket wheels. I can't remember if I bought these off of Z-Force or not, but I do know they came from 3D Cults. They are a type of Krager. I'm not sure if they're real Kragers or if that other, whatever they call it. I did do opening doors, and that's what caused one of my problems that you'll see. The car only comes with lap belts. That's why there's only a lap belt. I do have a passenger and driver in here. They took me a while to scale them properly. And I'll kind of see if I can get this up a little bit like this. You'll also see that I got the dice in there, and you'll see her better on the other side. I also did the side windows. These are done by me. I mean, the kit doesn't give you anything, so I just kind of did that. I did do door latches with magnets, but they're not strong enough. Like I said, with time constraint, I did a lot of work, and I just kind of kept, every time I turned a corner, I was doing something new. I did do the trunk latch, and down on the bottom, it does have a magnet. I did make my own trunk hinges. I put in a fuel cell. This is all plumbed. The battery's back here, all wired. The NOS tank is, like I said, it's plumbed back here. I didn't put in the spacer plate that's supposed to be on the intake for it. I couldn't find a decent enough decal to print yet, so I didn't print the NOS bottle one in there yet. I do have, try to get this without, do have my license plates now. I did make them, so I got license plates. In another video I did show, I do have, I'm not sure if you're gonna see it right there, that's a fuel pump. That's all plumbed in. The unfinished products is I don't have exhaust, and I didn't do the resin for the directionals because they don't give you any directionals to go in the bumper. So I got to do all the resin and they add the color. I just, like I said, I kind of want to just bring it to the show. The GTX is supposed to get chromed out. I was going to do chrome strip down there on the bottom of the rail. I'm not sure if I'm going to or not. I just kind of left it like that. So here's his babe, and of course she's shy, so she turns away from the camera. So I don't know how well I'll be able to go through the front. So here's the one downfall, and I'm going to tell anybody that tries to do this kit. Oh, sorry guys, didn't mean to get real shaky there. So right here, my A-pillar broke, and so when it broke and it was sitting in the kit, it got warped. So it didn't fit the window seam anymore. And I tried to use a little bit of heat, and I just couldn't get it to go over without destroying the paint. So then I tried to use clear resin to, fill at least the hole. It's still an eyesore. I mean, it'll look fine on the shelf. This is not, like I said, this is definitely not show quality anymore. But what I was trying to get at is the reason when you cut these doors out, there's not much material right there by the fender and where the door comes. I mean, I was happy just to get the doors cut out, but it is so weak that must have broke, and then it warped in the container, and I was really upset when I started putting it together, and then the windshield didn't it didn't fall in. I was like, oh. So, and this side broke too, but the windshield kind of holds it in place. Let me kind of drop the and I'm trying to do this from behind the camera, but I'll drop the hood release. So the hood release, whoops, it goes underneath there. The hood does not close because the motor's too big, but most of the time you're not doing things with the hoods. So there's the two people in there. More of this is seen better up, when you're looking at the model yourself up close. The same way I tinted the highbrow of the windshield, I also tinted the back window. This is smoked out. So, those are, like I said, I tried to do a lot of little things. I haven't, I gotta, zoom back out. Here we go. There's a lot of work that went into this, and in order for me to really finish the model I wouldn't make this show this weekend, I don't think. Like I said, I still got a couple days before I gotta leave, but I do also gotta make sure I pack up the other models I'm bringing. I still haven't registered online for the early bird. I'm really behind the 8 ball, but I'm trying my best. I think overall she came out really good. But like I said, this is definitely another step up in my builds. I really want to keep heading in this direction, is getting as much detail as I can possibly squeeze into a model. So for me, I enjoy that more. So that's why my show doesn't have a lot of models being built. Like I said, this is a 2.5 year project due to upsides and downsides, but I think it came out real good. I still need to finish the drive shaft and the exhaust. Like I said, it's all custom work, so I'm trying to make my own stuff. The drive shaft, I really want it to be aluminum. I also want it to be like, it's actually going to be adjustable, where when I go to put it in, the yoke is going to slip back and then slip forward and actually touch the thing. So that's why anyways, that's what I planned on doing. I really wanted to make my own universal joints and everything, but I know there's some out there to buy, but I like the extra additive in doing the stuff myself. So overall, as far as box, almost all the parts from the kit are on the car, except for the little spoils that go underneath the front of the front chin guard. Now, I didn't put them on because they don't fit anymore. And that's another thing I kind of wanted to say and bring up is I did dry fit everything, even the motor. I had everything all in this car. Everything fit. Well, as you add paint, clear coat, other things, and once things start to not line up, it just trickle effects. So I left them off, and I'm just like, it is what it is. My thing is, a little storyline as I'm going with this, I'm going to just say, oh, he was on his way to a car show and he hit a bird and it just took out that A-pillar. So the other thing I did too, I used the clear resin that everybody's been doing on the inside, and then I also dabbed the inside backside with a very light blue to try to create the light bulb effect that you would actually see the light bulb in this kind of older cars, because it's not LED. This car was going to get lit, but again, that would have pushed it out probably a lot longer. Let me I'll give you at least a sneak peek of the underside, because I'm not out to show the underside at all. I won't be on a mirror plate or anything. There is a magnet in the back of the trunk that works. This door kind of closes better than the other side. Like I said, the magnet doesn't hold it. It just needs a stronger one. But here's another problem with the overall dimensions of everything. So basically, this door doesn't close as tight anymore because after all the paint add ups, it hits the dash. You know, so I'm learning. Let's put it this way. This is a major learning curve. So, like I said, no exhaust, no drive shaft because I got to turn them almost 45 out of the collectors and add the collectors to it. So, and then the drive shaft, like I said, I'll be making that and putting it in. Hey, I forgot to pull the tape off of this stuff. My bad. I did do Brembo brakes and drilled out rotors. They're very hard to see. You can kind of see them in there. So, I mean, overall, very good build. I think if you did the kit box stock, it comes out really, really nice. But when you're starting to do, hey, somehow I got the rod outside again. I think it catches my finger. So the air filter in the Whipple charger is what holds that up. So shoot, on 16 minutes already. I wanted to keep this short. Anyways, guys, here she is. It'll be at the Acme show if anybody's watching that's going to be there. I'm hoping to have my shirt done, and it will have the logo, my half-ass model garage and stuff on the back side. So if you see me, stop and let's chit chat. I'm gonna try and bring shop cards too. It's another thing that I got to get done. So anyways, we're going on 17 minutes now, guys. I really appreciate everybody that does watch my videos and comments. I'm not a pusher to say, hey, hit the like, hit the subscribe, I'm not about that. I really just like to show my work, and I like constructive criticism. If there's something that you think I should have done differently, or the kit would have looked better, let me know. I really would just appreciate that. And I'm not saying that just to get the analytics going. I'm not. I'm just saying, hey, don't be afraid to tell me the truth. I think the stance came out okay too, guys. I'm not sure. It's kind of my stance. I'm used to period correct. We all lift them up in the back, put air shocks, whatever, slapper bars, the whole 9 yards, and we had that rake. I'm not all about drop and slam and tuck the tires all up and under. It's it's not me. Certain cars look great that way. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing anybody. But anyways, here we go again, babbling. All right, guys. With that, quick. So, guys, I really appreciate you. Hope to see everybody at Acme. Hope to get some real knowledge and be able to talk to everybody. It'll be good to meet people face to face instead of behind the camera. Camera? Yeah, camera. There it is. All right. With that, guys, thanks. Bye.